welcome back. I think this thing is just joking with me now. Now I'm at 24 minutes. I deleted all the other videos, and it goes from 45 minutes to 24 minutes. Again, I will take this over what we've been going through. Thank you, Mercury. Okay, welcome back. So, this was actually supposed to be one of the many list of readings I have here. Taco Tuesday will be coming up, but this one I guess took priority. So I still have Taco Tuesday and the elements and the intuitive guidance, but there's 2 more videos coming. We're going to let the cards aside. There's 2 types of this video that'll come through, and we will see who comes out. I have a feeling at first I figured out who it was, and then it switched. I feel like it's going to be the feminine, so we'll see who am I working with. I love how both of them come out. Like, I get it, but which one first? Because we're gonna do kind of like a, I guess, self-reading on the King of Pentacles and us, the Queen of Pentacles, or in this case, a lot of us are Pages and Knights of Pentacles right now. Oh, see, I knew it. Okay, it was the girls. She came out twice. Okay, I figured that's what it was. So this reading, it's going to be like, I guess, a little more of background on you. What healing is occurring from this relationship for you. So what healing is coming through lately for you to heal in regards when this relationship kind of came in. And this is for those who resonated with the King of Pentacles reading. So, oh my goodness. Okay, well, ow. So some of you have not really given yourselves enough space. I'm sorry, guys. I know it looks weird, but I'm itching my toe. Suddenly I started itching my toe, my big toe, which is telling me that some of you have been in your head way too much about this relationship. Some of you have also been in your head, too much in your head in the logic in general, and you need to kind of reground yourself. And some of you are, because now the top is itching, so some of you have some heart chakra opening. That's what's going on right now. Also stress, so I feel a little bit of heightened adrenaline here, and I feel, sorry guys, I gotta get this. So heightened stress, so you need to ground yourself. This is ground. That's what this screams. Okay, so go through. Okay, so as we discussed before, this healing that comes through in this relationship way deeper than what twin flame relationships are. Again, I swear that intuitive guidance is coming, and it will kind of elaborate what I mean by the differences between what this is and what we went through in the twin flame journey. Now, I'm going to make this clear. I will say it again in intuitive guidance. I feel clear to say it now. There is no such thing as leaving a twin flame journey, because it was not meant to be a specific person. It's not. You can disagree with me, that's fine. Everybody's got their opinions, but this is the messages I've received from my higher consciousness, who I've named Jean. So if you hear me say Jean a lot, that's who I talk to. Kind of like Abraham and Esther. So Jean had told me that you can't leave the twin flame journey, and I knew this already too. It's a self journey, self-love, development, and light worker, spiritual growth. You cannot leave the, I would say, journey. They're showing me the lotus. I'm like, well, maybe you can't. Maybe the lotus can't grow in a clean environment. It has to go through the mud in the lakes and stuff, wherever they come from. So they have to go through the dirt and grime to be born a beautiful lotus. We have to go through the dirt and grind to form a beautiful empress. So in this case, you cannot leave the twin flame journey because it's all about self. Technically, you can avoid your self-work. It's just going to come back, though. There's no such thing as leaving it, though. So that's one of the clarifications. Now, leaving a person, leaving someone behind, that's different. What this person's brought, though, is awareness. And it's made you... It's pretty much slapped you guys in the face in some of you. It's more like... I don't know if I can love as deeply as I did on that to my twin, and then BAM! Bitch that. And I'm telling you, there's something about one look in the eyes and it was done. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, that ought to do it. Because the soul, and they are not typically, this King of Pentacles is not typically who you would be attracted to. So again, I said this in the last one, it's like a different race, different culture, like if they're from somewhere else, if they're foreign, opposite religions, spirituality versus being very religious. So, for example, someone who prays in gratitude before they eat versus someone who's not, because it's usually seen as a religious thing. That's what I mean by that. So, let's take a look. We're done looking into your healing, and then in the next video, we'll look at what you bring to the table for them, and right now what we're going to do is what they bring to the table for you. So if you didn't want to hear me, it's, I guess the reading starts in about 10 seconds. All right, so are we the Queen of Pentacles? I mean, I guess we are who we resonate with the most. Typically what's coming out I see is the Queen of Cups. So intuitive, empathic, emotionally intelligent, and mature. It's like a graduation from the twin flame journey, that mastery of controlling emotions. But also with that control comes blockages because you've learned your lesson and you refuse to let things in and refuse to let stuff happen. So, okay. Eight of Pentacles. So this, I don't know why I'm holding it like that. So this was designed to bring you abundance, prosperity in life, where it guides you into financial fruition, love blooms, and self-love and awareness becomes the center of you, like becomes complete, becomes high alignment. Now, do you stay in high alignment? No, it's always going to be an equilibrium thing, constantly an up and down thing, but you're able to, this person influences you to rise up all the time instead of bringing you down, which I believe a lot of the people who were on that journey were, when they went down, and it is because oftentimes the twin was the trigger for it, and even if the twin was a trigger for it, they were also the one that kind of talked down to them. And they were alone often. You're not alone in this. You are talking to someone and you can express yourself, and they influence you. They empower you. That's the difference. This is why it feels so different and why it feels like you're like this, because you're not used to such beautiful gestures. And here we go with the damn emotions. Okay. This is very emotional for you guys. It's such beautiful gestures, and it's loving gestures that you haven't experienced with someone, and it scares you. And you didn't know that could exist, because what I'm feeling here is that this is a lot of healing that goes into childhood trauma. So this is beyond romantic love. This now goes into love from family, ancestral. So this is what that brings. You know, if you felt like the twin flame journey brought you ancestral clearing and childhood trauma clearing, cool, this probably isn't for you. If you did feel like that, and that's one message. Number two is no, not in the depths that this is going to. And this is why this is really an intense relationship bond that you have with this person that goes and delves deep. The best way I can describe it, and I was telling Angelic Rach this, it's like what I see is you're in an underground mountain. I guess this reading isn't going to start until later. You're in an underground mountain, and it's just like, only a nerd would get this, but it's like the dwarven mines. Like you see the dwarven cities underneath the mountains, and people would know this off games like Dragon Age. And so, like I said, only dorks like me would get it. Gamer nerds would actually get that reference. But it's just like you see ancient ruins, and it's dark, and there's so much hidden knowledge there. And I'm getting, so some of you have been having pressure in your head. You do have to have, that's clearing, it's compression. So you do need to clear that out. But it's just like this unknown energy, and you're adventuring into it, and it's deep. With the twin flame, it was known, and it was known because people's idea was you heal and they heal because you're working on yourself, they work on themselves, and when that happens, you come together. That's when you knew the ending. You don't know the ending of this. You don't know if it's romantic. You don't know if it's friendship. You don't know if it's business partnership. You don't know if they become into your family. It's more like a family energy. And so you don't know anything. You just know that it's deep and it's intense, and it's already changed your life like you've never experienced, and it's going to keep changing your life like you've never experienced. These people will give you the world. These people will show you the world. And it's so mysterious, and they are triggering the depths of history within you. And that's where I'm like, there's childhood things in here. Right off the back, we have 7 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. So some of them, they are guiding you financially. They're showing you how to, I feel like some of you have had a change financially. Maybe you're like myself, starting your own business, or you are changing into a different form of job, and they are guiding you on where to go and what to look for and how to be really independent financially. Some of you, I feel like maybe you weren't financially independent, and now you are, and you're struggling, and they're helping you. The thing is, though, you have your heart. 7 of Wands is the center energy, and you're keeping your energy. You're being a little selfish, and I've always taught selfish isn't a bad thing. But it's also having a balance within selfishness, because you're creating a barrier. You see here, and she's going like this. She's got the heart chakra completely blocked. She's like, nope. While being within her power, she's also being on the defense. There's also some old, again, family trauma that they are bringing to the surface. Now, they're not coming to you and be like, I'm going to clear your family trauma. That's not what that works with. It's just they're triggering old emotions that link all the way back to childhood. And I am working on, I'm actually just about finished, actually. I will be posting that maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And it's the 3 of Swords. I told you guys, the 3 of Swords, there's a more in-depth, and Jane's already talked to me and made me aware that the 3 of Swords has a more in-depth healing than you think. We've always hit the superficial parts of it. And I will release a small video, like a 2-minute video, explaining what that is. But that will correlate to the relationship that you guys are developing. But there's more in-depth to that card. So that'll be coming out again today or tomorrow. I'm finished, like I said, for the first part. It's a 3-part, I want to call it a series, 3-part trilogy. So, all right, 3 of Cups, 5 of Cups on the bottom. Take a look there. 3 of Cups up top, as above, so below. 10 of Cups on the bottom, and Page of Cups here. So they are bringing you out of your shyness. They are helping you open up your heart chakra. That is what they're here to do. A heart chakra has become, I see like an ancient door with locks. It's become shut. And as much as we think, I'm open. What are you talking about? Because even I've been like that. I'm open. What are you talking about? I'm open. There will be moments where just this one little thing blows it into a big emotional outburst, and you realize there's a piece of you that is keeping its reserve, keeping your heart reserved. You still have a fortress there, and they are tearing down that barrier. It's because you've been burnt. The twin flame burn journey in itself has left a scar for a lot of people because they felt lied to. I felt so bad. I saw someone write one time that they feel stupid. No, absolutely not. That's not what you should feel. Because they, that was pretty much talking about is we're going to be in the twin flame journey, you get to be in union, and you telling people all this and it doesn't happen, and they felt stupid. I'm like, no, there's no reason to feel stupid. It's just that journey was just a pivotal point of your life. You didn't waste it. And I know some of you feel like, and I see that with the 5 of Cups, disappointed. This offer never came in for you, and you felt like it was wasted, and it wasted time. And it wasn't wasted time, because even though it scratched the surface of healing, it prepared you for the in-depth healing we're about to go through, because it is childhood healing, and that's what they're bringing to you. They are bringing a really deep healing that you've not ever experienced, which is why Mercury retrograde was so hideous. It was so rude. It's because that it's just a glimpse of what they're. Remember, we have these 3 times a year. It's 3 of Stars, 3 retrogrades. That article will be coming out tomorrow for sure. So, and it's the first sword, which is where we're at right now. And so it's helping you clear out these big pieces of your life, so when we fully complete this healing, and it's not to say it's going to be 100% complete, you don't got to worry about childhood healing again. It's going to complete the major arcs that you need to, and it will help you flourish. As you complete, you will flourish. Something will happen. A shift will happen. A job opportunity, a contract if you're on your own business, some form of travel, relationship, something unexpected, blessings come in, and things just suddenly shift. The impossible becomes possible. That's the energy here. This relationship builds the impossible and makes it actually happen. So you didn't think you were going to be in Paris this year? Surprise. So, that's that kind of thing. All right, so let's get some healing messages. I haven't used this in over a year. This is Angel of Atlantis Oracle cards. So we have Archangel Hanael, and it's courage, bravery. That's another thing that this relationship is helping you work on, is courage. We were always the ones to wait, the waiter, the wait. And when we had attempted to go to our twin flame or whoever we were looking for, we got burned. Something happened, and it pretty much made us feel shy, intimidated, and I keep seeing somebody locked in the cage. And so this is now rebuilding that foundation of courage. But in order to build that, we have to get rid of the old foundation. So yes, you guys are going through tower moments right now because of that. Jophiel, meditation. We need to meditate more. I say we because I'm in the same area. My thing is I channel so much, and I think as well. I'm very ADHD. It's hard for me to get quiet. And so that is something I'm going to work on, and it brings you answers. It brings you neutrality, which will allow you to manifest quicker, because then you won't have such a lack of energy in your system. And it allows you to get the healing you need. If you're like, I don't know what needs to open this heart, sit in the ethers, sit in silence, sit in space and quietness. And when you do, it will come to you randomly. I promise you. So meditation, bring answers. That's just an advice here. Raphael, Earth Force, Queen of Pentacles, foundation, financial independence and development. So those who are like workers, this is really tuning in on how we make our life purpose our profits, because you have to respect this dimension. This dimension is physical. It's not the 5D, it's not astral plane, it is physical. And guess what? The energy here, guess what their physical energy is here? Currency. What is currency? Money. You need to respect the dimension. There's nothing wrong with building a life for yourself, building money. There's nothing wrong with being wealthy. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's also, I'm hearing that's a deprogramming for a lot of people. They live low because they feel money is evil. Money is not evil. It is the people behind it and the vibrations behind that. Are you evil? No. Is your money evil then? No. Absolutely not. It is on the beholder. So that is another thing. They are bringing you this new perspective of financial security. And they're bringing this new perspective of what money really is. So, and one more. Liberation. So they are breaking free and ecstasy. So again, Raphael, if I'm saying it correctly. So it may be an angel you could actually correlate with very well. And Zaphiel, I'm hoping I said that right. And that's ecstasy. So they are liberating you from things that do not satisfy you. They are liberating you from childhood wounds, and they don't even know it. It's just they are your inspiration, your motivation. It's like it's time to change those wordings around, and they're not triggering you. They are motivating you. They are inspiring you. They are making you aware. They're not triggering you. Okay? So that's what this is. Ecstasy is they make you feel good. They make you feel incredible energy with them. Whether they are the King of Pentacles and they're well off, or whether they're the Page of Pentacles and live on the street. You know, it doesn't matter. And if they're a page, they have a lot of potential. You feel that. So they are working their way up to the King of Pentacles. Okay, and if they're a knight, same thing. They're a little slow, but they're helping you. And 2202 when I said that. All right, so they are here to do a lot of integrative work with us. And like I said, where the relationship goes, it's different for everyone. It could be romantic, it could be business, or it could be friendship. Be it all three. So, the possibilities are endless. You just have to let go of the attachment of what it could be. You can't be expecting to be a romantic relationship. You cannot expect it to be anything. Just enjoy it, stay in the present moment of what it is. And it is a relationship, a bond. Okay, any messages, healing messages, or any advice for the family energies who are in this King of Pentacles bond relationship? The heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. So some of them are very secretive to you. And that is a awareness, a triggering point is what I was going to say. That is an awareness for you that it's triggering a past thing you have with your twin. Your twin was probably very secretive. It is triggering you. That means there's trust issues. That means you gotta work on trusting. Okay, and that's they're bringing to you. Some of them are working on helping you trust more, and so they're having some of the similar things that your twin did, such as hiding, privacy. You don't gotta know everything. Just knowing what your heart knows. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. So again, this is about that foundation. There's a home in here. That's about that foundational development. And if you have a scar in the love department, it's being torn down. You have to have your old stuff out in order for you to build anew. So that's what this is. One more, because I have like no seconds left. Be in the present and dream of the future. That says it all, guys, okay? So I'm going to end that right there because that does not need any